Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke. Don't do it. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And once again, it's Eskridge. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson. Rolling to his... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Eight yards to go on second down. Again to Elliott. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
To throw again on second down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On third down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Wilson will throw again. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chris Carson there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
The score, Seahawks 7, Cowboys 0. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. The give is to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And he's brought down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now this throw caught left side, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's a 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. 2nd and 14. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 36 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Cowboys nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Wilson. Steps up, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Second down and goal. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pete Carroll throwing down near the goal line and it not turning out well. I think we've seen that before.
Feels like a flashback, doesn't it? You go back to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and everybody expected them to run the ball, and they didn't throw it. Crucial interception that ended the game essentially for them. I think everyone thinks they're going to run it every single time now. That's just not going to be the case.
Here it's a costly fumble. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Off the play fake, Prescott steps away. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, they'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. Returning right back to Lockett. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or try.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On third down, Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Prescott looks to throw on first, finding some room at midfield, and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
26 Mike, go.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes.
And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 2. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson back into his end zone. He'll find Metcalf. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5. drive, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. For DK Metcalf, we know all about that sprinter speed that he has. It was definitely on display there as he's able to pick up good yardage after the catch. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Prescott to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Over the middle, complete. That's Carson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
To Chris Carson. A gain of 16 yards.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.